Hello, my name is Shadley, and welcome back for another bit of Victoria 3 as Japan. In previous episode we got the railways finally going. I mean, we got... Oh, yeah, there we go, we got a train. Well, actually, since we paused, it's not actually moving, but let's unpause so we can see it moving. But that's doing some rounds there. We'll probably want to build up a bit of extra ship... or the naval bases. We'll just get another 5 over here. I'll get another 5 over here. So there's going to be officers recruited in a lot of places. Slowly but surely, but it's not going to be too bad of an impact. So that's going to get us to 20 flotillas, so that's going to be a full fleet. We're still lacking a bit of bureaucracy. And we're going to get a bit more railways going probably soon enough. How is the transportation situation anyway? We're still in it more. Okay, well, I mean, that's... now that we've got the extra motor industries underway, it's not going to be too bad. The steel price is a little bit high, though. Of course, we could go for the Bessemer process, and that's going to drop the price already quite drastically. Hey, crystal class. Suppose we go for the distillation now. And then baking powder is going to increase the corrosive production even further. Then chemical bleaching, water tube boilers. So we'll probably focus a lot on the production right now to increase our economy further and further. So that we can afford building and upkeeping a lot of the stuff. Oh, actually, we're losing a bit of money there. I suppose the construction cost is already pretty high. Why is the... So wine is pretty high, luxury clothing and furniture are pretty high, porcelain is pretty high. So I suppose what we could do is get another glass works over here. Actually, there's glass works, so we'll get that one upgrade. Gold depleted in West Borneo, alright. And the gold mine over here, it's not complaining about the lack of transportation at least anymore. So that's definitely helping. And over here we got a little bit extra pops. I don't know if it would be beneficial to build up the, for example, railway in here or something. Would be more engines, wood, and coal. At the same time, would provide transportation right there. But yeah, we're building the engine or motor industries, gold depleted in North Borneo. So Borneo's gold mines are, well, they need to now build the gold mines rather, let's just say. Kyushu, okay, so Kanto and Kansai are still missing a lot of administration, so build one on each. And Chubu, I suppose, is also still around minus 50% taxation, so we'll get a one level there as well. I'm guessing we should probably also get another paper mill there, because the paper price will be increasing a lot. And then after that, maybe we'll get another sulfur mine, another coal mine. Keep the productions going. You know, and then I suppose we'll wait until we get the bureaucracy to get the healthcare going at least. We'll probably need to increase the taxation efficiency a lot over time as well. All play and no work. Oh, is this our last general? Oh, it is. Yeah, I suppose we'll fire him. So we have our admiral, no commandos right now. But I suppose what we could do is we'll recruit a general, at least one. Which one of these would be... So that's innovative. Morale loss, actually, that's not bad. So this might be good for the leader doing the landings. And then we've got defensive strategist, so that could be a bit higher rank. We're going to cost a lot of bureaucracy doing this, but we're going to have 3 generals again. And then charismatic explorer, celebrity commander, that increases the command limit quite a bit. Go for that one regardless. So the defensive general will promote you. And then the celebrity commander will promote you as well. There we go. We should have, yeah, we've got one with 20. So actually everything is in use right now. That's kind of good, I suppose. And we built all the flotillas already, all the naval bases already. So that also means that the man of war price is going to be a little bit elevated. Maybe. Well, actually, no, it should be more or less fine still. We produce 19 and we'll have a 20 used for them soon enough. So it's actually not that bad. Standard of living is almost 12 on average now. So slowly but surely things are improving. Oh, was there anything else that we could improve over here? Not really, in terms of reducing the workforce need. At least we got the transportation in there, that's about it. We're losing about £10,000 per week right now. We get a tiny bit from investment pool transfers, but as... Oh, right, it's it. A little bit extra production that we do in here, because we actually use only 19.6 on these two. With the increased production efficiency. But if we wanted to do landings in here, I think... Honestly, I don't know. We could maybe try getting into Belungan, although is Belungan allied to the You don't have any allies, but you are in friendly relations with us. Is there anyone over here that doesn't have friendly relations with us? Sulu is one. The Sulu might be a decent one to go to then. Ah, we got the distillation upgrade there. Let's go for the... I suppose we'll go for the baking powder, actually. Right, so for the distillation, if we want to upgrade the food industry in here, so that would start using some glass, which we don't produce enough, but we could probably afford increasing it. And reduce the grocery production. Actually, we don't need to increase the liquor production right now. We don't have that much consumption for it. Plus, you know, the extra glass price and all that might not be all that great for us either. Get another level for the glassworks. We'll get quite a bit in there, actually. And then we're going to increase the lead production even further. Do we have the lead mines? It's only level 2, right? Yeah, and the price isn't too bad. We'll build one more there. And I suppose what we'll do is switch this one first. Start producing a bit more glass. The lead price is going to increase there. The dye price is already a little bit elevated, so let's go ahead and get some... Oh, we can't build dye plantations there. Could we build them? We can build them in here, okay. We'll get another one there at least. We'll get 2 in there. Suppose we might have them somewhere else as well. Do we have in our capital any? No, we can't build them at our capital. We got 3 over here in Shikoku. And then we got another 2 over here in Kyushu. So overall, we've got a decent bit of... dye production already. Well, some dye production. I wouldn't say that's a lot, but it's some. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another furniture manufactory over here. That seems like it would be a very smart idea, especially with the luxury furniture price being what it is. So we can probably get a bit more money from there. Plus, you know, the furniture price is going to drop, so the standard of living is probably going to start increasing. Which is definitely not the worst. We got a fairly low taxation right now, so if we are in a war, we can probably afford going to the medium taxes without too much issues. Or we could afford increasing the military wages, for example, again. They are already fairly loyal to us, but we can probably improve the situation even further, and then, well, maybe not increase the government wages quite yet. But we're going to get more taxes very shortly, at least in theory. Plus, we're going to get a bit more bureaucracy, that's always nice. The Sakhalin is getting the railway, I suppose. Well, I don't think we have the pops to work at a railway in Hokkaido, but we are going to get a railway down here. Just having a little bit of railways everywhere, so that they'll get their transportation. Oh, some transportation, even if there's some blockades or something. Plus, you know, I like seeing the railways being built in here, trains going back and forth. Is that bringing wood from there? All right, not large quantities, and that's also, I think that might be hardwood. Okay, there's a lot of wood going in from Tohoku, that's for sure. I mean, it's one of the biggest things that they produce. Well, one fairly large thing that they're producing there. I don't know if it's the biggest thing, per se. But regardless, it's not the worst. So, at least the infrastructure is... Oh, we can support another interest. More profiteering, yeah. We'll be producing more still. Suppose we could go for one for in Manchuria. Or southern China. No, we'll go for Manchuria, actually. That would allow us to eventually conquer some land from Jing. Right now, we don't really want to fight them quite yet. Our troops aren't just not quite that good quality. Once we get the shrapnel artillery and that sort of stuff, we'll be able to fight them off, I reckon. But until then, we'll probably have to do some other things. But actually, if we wanted to expand into Sulu, I suppose we could probably call in Balungan. Like, if we go for northern Borneo... Oh, we'll have Korea as an ally already. They have basically no troops. There doesn't seem to be that many nations that would join on their side. Well, I mean, there might be some nations. I'm not too worried about that. I suppose we're going to do a war. First war in a while. Or first war for this series, at least. So let's activate that one. Let's, well, we can't do the naval invasion there yet. Who could we perhaps invite? Oh, we could invite Spain on our side. Okay. We already have Korea. Oh, central banking. More minting, less loan interest rate. Let's go ahead and increase the taxes to the middle level there. So perhaps a bit more radicals, not too much though. Legitimacy is going to drop a little bit, but that's still on the same bracket, so I suppose we'll still gain the benefit. Oh, and they back down. Aha. Excellent. So we didn't actually do, or need to do a landing. First things first, we got a port. Let's make sure that that's a cargo port. Going to use a lot more population in there, so there's not much else in there, I suppose. I suppose Northern or Brunei is something that we could maybe invite or invade now. Well, at least once the port. Well, I suppose the ports are already in there, so we don't need to worry about that. We're going to start using rail transportation to reduce the worker users in there. So we'll have plenty of workers in there. Right, how much is that in for me? 4.7. So if we were to go for Brunei, first of all, are they... Oh, they got alliance with the Dutch East Indies. Maybe not that one then. I suppose Bulungan, I suppose we could start damaging relations with you. I'm not going to expel the diplomats yet. We're not in a hurry in the expansion here. You know, doing a little bit definitely won't hurt. Right, we're getting the paper mills in Shubu, so that's going to lower the paper price even further. And with the extra taxation, I mean, at least we're making money, so there's that. I suppose the... Oh yeah, government wages 42,000 already, and goods for government buildings. So paying basically 80,000 for all the government stuff. So yeah, that's not great. But at least we got the innovation now increased a little bit. Do we have... We don't have a university in here yet, so let's get one there. Do we have one here? Nope. We've got another 2 universities then, I suppose. We're getting a lot more, or a little bit more lead production. How's the lead price right now? Coal price is a little bit high, so we'll probably want to upgrade that. Get another level over here. And how is... Okay, the rail is slowly produced... Oh, right, they're lacking coal there. Although they produce their own... Oh, is there subsidies? No, the railways are actually profitable. Alright, well, in that case... Well, this one's got a little bit of balance there. Not massive. Let's have a look at the one in our capital, for example. That was the first railway we built, so it's already max cash reserves. Weekly balance is still, you know, it's okay. Once we can reduce the coal price even further, that's going to be getting a lot better. It's the oh, right, it's spreading the water tube boiler, but I want to get the baking powder regardless. It's going to increase the groceries production a lot, and then that is going to be, you know, giving us a lot more food. Oh. Qing has had to give some Manchuria to the Russians. Must they also got the Vladivostok, okay. I didn't realize, did they have a war or something? Maybe. I didn't see the war, to be fair. Maybe they just backed down twice, I don't know. But regardless, we got our first colony in here, outside of our home islands, and this is going to be allowing us to expand further. But right now, with the Dutch East Indies being a bit of a problem, I don't think I can expand too much. Because I'm pretty sure that they start with better army than we do. Because we're slowly working on improving ours. How's the military stuff? We got actually a little bit extra in there. Let's go ahead and take this one. We're just slowly improving these to the proper stuff. And that's 2 weeks away. Well, 1 week away from getting the lead mines. And now with the investment pool transfers coming in, we're getting a lot more money. Oh, we should have the prerequisite now to try passing the health system, or charity hospitals. I like that idea. Industrialists don't like that, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Although the manufacturing tax income reduction is not great. We've now got 40 construction speed right now per week. We could probably start increasing that even further soon enough. But how is the iron price is a little bit high. Get another iron mine going. And then, how's the steel price doing? Not too high, admittedly. Probably get another tooling workshop then. Because the tools price is definitely high, and that is something that will probably stay pretty high most of the time anyway. Wine price is also somewhat elevated, I suppose. There's more rice farms here. There's wheat farms over here in sort of northern China. So we'll get some... Okay, that one doesn't have any farms. But over here in like Manchuria and all that, we're going to get some wine from there, and actually a lot in Beijing, for example, through the wheat farm, so that would be quite nice. So eventually we definitely want to do landing in there as well. Oh, and now we can probably support another interest. Yes, we can. Declare interest in, I suppose, southern China, so we can maybe eventually get Formosa, for example. That's going to be a nice little hop-off point from there. Did we get quinine already? Society? No, we did not. Egalitarianism is currently spreading. And after that, no, it's the pharmaceuticals that we're needing to get quinine. After that, we could colonize celebs, for example. Right, so what is our relations are still cordial with Bulungan. Russia damaging relations? Okay. They probably would just want to open our markets or something. Not entirely surprised by that, to be fair. 12 weeks for baking powder, so that's coming along fairly nicely. And we're also building the 2 universities now that we set up, so that's going to get our total innovation to 68 or so. Grassroots support for law. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take the 20% boost there. So we got about 1/3 chance of passing the law next time. And we should have enough bureaucracy to pass it. So that's definitely good news for us. Plus, once we start reducing the mortality and all that, that's going to be really good for us. how's the taxation? So there's still... Kansai is the biggest one. I mean, it is the biggest in population as well, so it kind of tracks that it needs the most. Tax collection is minus 40% in there. Well, you know, we're slowly improving it. We'll build... Oh, that now is complaining of bureaucratic shortfall. I do wonder, though. Let's have a look at the consumption taxes a little bit. So how much would the transportation... That's 2,500. Okay, it's not quite as much as luxury clothing, for example, or tobacco or anything like that. We're actually getting in the thousands for all of those. It would be class tax as well, but that's not quite as high. Hey, baking powder. Completed. Let's get the water tube boiler then. And then let's also switch the food industry there to start using the baking powder. So sugar price is going to be very high. Cream price is going to be increasing slightly as well, but grocery price is going to drop. So it just means that we produce a lot more groceries. Is there... Oh, there's another class works here. Let's switch this to crystal class. That's going to increase the productions there. Do we still have... Oh yeah, we still need a lot of... Well, a decent bit of services. It's actually not that massive though. If we start using a bit more glass, we can produce a lot more groceries. So it's not the worst. Yeah, it's like 3 services for extra glass that we use. You know, it's not too bad of a ratio, I suppose. Or conversion ratio. Tools and iron is something we need. Metal walls are now on the expensive side, I guess. So what we could do is we could just build another shipyard in here. Probably need a little bit more clippers at some point as well. Oh, right. So another thing that we'll probably want to do is build a few more rice farms to produce our sugar a bit more. Because we are going to need a lot of it. Although, now that I think of it, down here we can get... No, we can't get a sugar plantation there. Never mind. Injured farmers. We can try and offer help. We'll try and offer help. It's still probably the right thing to do. Ooh. I suppose we'll get the peasants to support us because the extra modifier there, 10% infrastructure, is quite nice, especially for Hokkaido. Other places don't need it quite as badly, but Hokkaido definitely needs it. How's the pop growth in here? We're not that far from 100,000 pops, actually. That's coming along quite nicely, and the relations with Bulunga is still fairly high. Sudu, we got truce for a while. And North Borneo, let's have a look. Dutch East Indies, what sort of troops do they have? Why can't I see them? Oh, it's probably because we have them selected, so it's highlighting the areas that they have. Right, so barracks they got... Oh, they got irregulars and mobile artillery, so we might actually have slightly better troops than they do. The question is, of course, would they be alone in there? Probably not. And how is the arms industry price here? It's not too bad. We'll now get the rifling, so we can actually improve the productions even further. So that's going to increase the... Okay, it's just going to switch the iron to steel and a bit more tools. Tools price is pretty high. We can also go for the smooth bore, so that's going to reduce the small arms production a tiny bit. More artillery. So that's going to be pretty good production overall. I suppose what we could do is start... Well, let's just... At this stage, we can probably afford just switching all of these into the line infantry and the artillery. It's going to be a little bit extra price. Oh, there we go. Rifling. Modernizing the arsenal. Oh, I'm going to get the 3,000 for the repeaters. I can speed up the research quite nicely. Oh, logistics is spreading. Okay, that's not too bad. What does it do, actually? I don't remember. Oh, right. It's the... Oh, more conscriptional battalions. Not that we are going to initially use the conscripts all that much, but, you know, having the option there probably doesn't hurt. We've got 6... Oh, right, yeah, we've got a lot of rice farms under there, so that's going to give us a bit extra income through the infrastructure, and then we need more wine, sugar, tools. Oh, wine is going up and down there, because the opium and wine are just not that much... Oh, because Hokkaido is the only place that we can produce wine, but it just doesn't produce enough. Water tube boiler unlocked. Okay. That's actually... Oh, hold on a minute. Doesn't that unlock the better mining stuff as well? Probably easy to do with 3 here. So, yeah, it does. So, coal mine. More tools, but a lot more coal. Tool price is going to be through the roof. I suppose we can also get that one upgraded. And the sulfur mines we could probably upgrade. Show that the sulfur price... Well, it's not too bad right now. Gold mines, we're going to upgrade that one. It does reduce the labor use a little bit, at least. So we should be getting more money through there. And I suppose we're going to do it for the later mines as well. But that does mean that we need to increase our tooling workshop over here even further. Because otherwise it's just not going to be enough. But I'm hoping that we'll pass the... Oh, returning improvement relations. I'm hoping that we pass the law soon. Oh, right. We're not... Oh, right, we got the... Yeah, okay. Chemical bleaching. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll produce a bit more porcelain. Browsing speech capture is the public. Sure, I'll take 15% chance of passing that. The sooner we pass that, the better. It's going to improve the population growth quite a bit. Standard of living is now 12%. Suppose over here is all 12 points. Over here is actually slightly higher than that because there's... Well, the wages are pretty high overall. So I guess that does make sense. But there we go. We've made a landing into Borneo. Now it's just a matter of expanding that landing a bit further. Question is, of course, what are we going to be able to get? I suppose we'll start with the northern Borneo. We'll go with that. Although, if we go for Belungan and then Kutai and all that, we might be able to take a lot in that next war, actually. As long as we stay out of pariah territory for the time being, we don't have the fleet to fight off invasions quite yet. We've got 16 flotillas, which is, you know, slowly improving. We don't have any other text for that. Oh, actually, conscripts we should probably put on the best that we have right now. We won't be hiring them anytime soon, I'm afraid, but... Oh, didn't we already do the universities, but maybe they're not giving the bonus right now. Like, I'm sure that we did produce more universities. Oh, wait, no. They are using... Yeah, it was 68. It was 62 earlier, wasn't it? Never mind. It's all working as it should be. Right, Langfang is having another revolution. I'm certainly declare neutrality there for now. Can we... Oh, we can't quite declare the war on Belungan. Oh, prettiness damaging relations. Okay. Not great news for us. At least our troops are slightly better now than what they were before. Let's actually have a look at some of the barracks here. So, defense of 50, it's not a lot. Offense of 40. Once we get the trench infantry or something like that, that's going to mean that we can defend against the Europeans quite easily. Discord within the shogunate. Ooh, sure. So 76% chance of passing this law soon. After that, we can probably push the monks out of the government and bring someone else in there and see what we can try passing. I don't suppose there's a lot of the taxation laws that we could pass right now. Per capita taxation, there's... Ooh, peasants, if we get those on, maybe even the samurais into the government, we could pass per capita taxation a lot easier. And that would increase the taxation that we get a lot. And that's probably going to be the one that we'll mostly be on. Oh, we are going to need to get some more production going. So what else do we need? Sugar, well, that's underway. More clothing. Get another textile mill then. And then, I suppose, more furniture wouldn't hurt. I'm sure that that's going to be worthwhile. So how's the... Okay, so the engine price isn't all that high, so we might want to make sure that we build railways. I mean, suppose we could build a railway over here. Not that we necessarily need to, but we could. So get that underway. There's a bit of fishing that we could do. There's also a bit of livestock ranch. Ooh, cotton plantation tea. Okay, so that's not necessarily that much of a boost there. I suppose the fishing could be okay to increase over there in the Ryukyu Islands. Taxation capacity is still a little bit low. Small arms and tools are a little bit expensive, but I'm sure that we'll be fine with that. So if we have a look at the small arms industry in here, so yeah, we produce less small arms than we do artillery. If we were to go for the cannons again, then we'd produce a decent bit more small arms, which would drop the price there, but the artillery... Okay, we'll just build another one of these. Get it to level 4. It'll be fine. We've got 500 producers now, and the taxation is... Well, we are still making a profit. I'm actually surprised that we're not making all that much, to be fair. I suppose the government stuff is just getting more expensive, and we've got more fleets. Doraban Bhutan, so Bhutan is having another revolution, eh? Well, we're not going to be needed. Oh, couple of upgrade, right? Oh, I'm going to take the 20 prestige right now, just to get a little bit higher on the list here. Eventually, we need to get the recognition from some of the Europeans, but right now, we don't need to worry about that. But Belungan, I guess, is now time for you to give me the northern Borneo. And let's go ahead and activate at least a 20 battalion army to be attacking there. If need be, we can send in a second army to do the defending. So are they going to surrender? They are fearful. If they can't invite anyone, I mean, they, technically speaking, could. I'm going to wait until, if they surrender, they want war reparations. I'm not going to push in the war goal until somewhere around here to take the other half if they... Oh, Great Jing sides with them. Where do we have, Sichuan front? Oh, right, against the... I wonder how good their attack is, because if we send in our defending general in here to defend against that front... And then maybe this one, I can mobilize and send... Well, at least mobilize it, not necessarily send it there anywhere. Okay, so in that case, if they've got friends or help from China, we'll take the rest of Belungan. And then what else could we take from them? Formosa, maybe? I don't know if we'll be able to do a landing there, though, because it's not going to be a war zone as such. And of course, fighting in outer Manchuria might not be the worst. Or, let's say, liberate subject? Maybe not subject, but liberate country. Like Manchuria or something. That'd be 30 points. I don't think we actually should put any war goals on Qing right now. There might be some other nations that join. Can we invite anyone, actually? No, not really. Oh, Spain sides with them as well. Well, they can't invite anyone else now. But there's a lot of Qing troops heading in there. So let's go ahead and send in the idle army to help defend there. Ooh, actually, one thing that I could do... I don't know... How much of a fleet do they have? The Spanish do have a bit of a flotilla. The Chinese, not a massive flotilla, though, so... I'm guessing, if we have a look at their naval bases somewhere... Do they have any in the capital? No. There we go, 15 naval bases, so they got just the basic stuff there. They don't have anything extra, so it would be basically the same type of fleet. I suppose at this stage what we'll use our fleet for is escort convoys into there. That's what we'll need to use our fleet on. We'll have our troops over there, hopefully safe, and we'll have... How's their attack? 26 on average? They have a lot more troops. But our troops will hopefully be able to provide at least a little bit more defensiveness in there. What does Korea have as the army? It is light infantry with mobile artillery, so it's basically the same as us. That's going to be a one heck of a big war here. Well, in that case, if Spain joins and all that... I don't know if Spain is actually sending any troops, though. They're just, you know, maybe sending a fleet or something. Or providing it... Oh, no, Spain is having some troops traveling in here. Oh, okay. In that case, sinking some convoys from them might not be a bad idea. Oh, there we go. They've got all their troops in here. I suppose we'll just go ahead and defend on this front line for now. There's just way too many enemies there. I don't know if we can really achieve a victory anyway. I mean, basically, sinking the convoys heading to Borneo might be the best idea that we can do. Or, I suppose what we could do first is just start increasing the fleet that we have. Admittedly, a lot of the places that we have naval bases right now are still recruiting more. So it's not fully operational fleet. That's going to be another 10 flotillas over time. We're going to get another 5 over here. And I suppose that's going to be about it. There's not really that much pops in other areas that aren't already recruiting a lot. Actually, no, over here we can get another 5 already. So that would be 20, I believe. So that would give us another fleet, maybe doing some convoy raiding going into Borneo. Like this one is going to have a lot of stuff going through there, I reckon. And at least we got a bit of a fleet protecting our shipping lines. And if we can make sure that the Spanish troops aren't doing too much, because I'm pretty sure that Spanish troops probably have the highest offensive in their side. We'll have okay defenses, just not necessarily massive. We can't add in more war goals at this stage, but that's fine. That's kind of to be expected. Admiral has died. Oh, bollocks. Alright, let's recruit another admiral then. Ooh. Oh, that's reduce command limit. Okay. A hedonist is not great either. I suppose we'll just go with the reduced size and we'll just promote him or something. We can get a bit more in there, and then you are going to escort convoys. Go in there. So what was the war goals that they had? It's just a war reparation, so if we lose this, it's not the end of the world. Of course, we prefer to win it, but, you know, that's not necessarily an option. So they're advancing the front on all of those armies. Our side is defending... What about to the south? How are we doing in there? They are also trying to advance there. They are going to lose... Oh, wow, yeah, that's not that great troops, admittedly. I think our troops will actually be better at attacking than the Chinese, so in that case... who's defending? Okay, you're defending right now. Well, after this battle, we'll send that one to start attacking. Because, yeah, we're actually winning these combats. At least that combat. What about to the north? There's a big combat in there, right? Ooh, yeah, that's a bit too much. They have 48 battalions, so double the troops. The Chinese are going to take a bit of casualties there, admittedly, and we can probably push them back to the border at some point. Hey, chemical bleaching done. So paper bleaching and bone china can be researched. Let's go ahead and go for military techs right now. Logistics is probably not the worst. And after that, we can maybe get the general staff, so we can get the skirmish infantry at some point. We don't have the ammunition production yet set up, but that's underway. But I'm guessing none of my troops were in there. So we didn't get the defensive bonus general in there. Gold depleted in West Borneo, alright. And over here we are winning yet another... Oh, is this still the same army or is that the other army? It's still the same army, okay. I forgot to give it the orders to start attacking. Because if I remember, this is the one with better... Well, you are innovative. So morale loss is okay, so they would be okay even attacking, I reckon. Well, after this combat is over, we can probably send in... Ooh, charity hospitals, excellent. So the population growth should be increasing quite drastically now. You do have a cancer, though. An opium addiction. Okay, now I want you to start advancing there. The other army can deal with the defending, because you've got Selectric Commander. Well, it's not actually necessarily that much better. Offensive in flat terrain. Well, it's probably not flat terrain as such. They're sinking our convoys. Only 30 of them, but that is already causing some issues. And our attack is not quite high enough to punch through their troops. But they're not strong enough to punch through our troops there either. And now we're going to win a defense in here. Did not have any of my troops in that combat yet. In recognition of accomplishment, in the recent investments in Tohoku, the raw goods industry has resulted in positive balance for the logging camps there. Interest groups are quick to try to claim credit for this investment. Either industrialists or shogunate. I suppose the industrialists would be allowing us to maybe pass some other laws, so especially like trading laws. So we'll open that possibility in there. But we are also out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.